All right, sir, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I think of myself as a very curious person. If you ever ask me a question, I'm the type of person who's going to find out the answer, and if that question ever comes up again, I will know the answer next time.
Okay. And how about you, Kevin? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I like to consider myself a world-class IT professional. I like to dedicate myself to all my work and do it to the best of my ability. Get it done in a timely fashion.
Okay, all right. Kevin, talk to me a little bit about your training in the IT field.
Well, I recently just finished the program, DC Youth Tech, about 5-month training program. I'm ready to go on to my internship. I'm CompTIA A+ certified, so able to do the support one desk.
Okay, and how about you, Eugene? Tell me a little bit about your training.
I am a recent graduate of the UPL DC Youth Tech program, and the IT training was contracted by the HOPE project. HOPE stands for Helping Other People Excel.
Okay, all right. And Eugene, give me some detailed information about your work experience in the IT field.
My work experience thus far in the IT field comes from a combination of working as a web editor intern at the Office of the Chief Technology Officer. I stayed there for the length of 3 summers, and since then I have participated in this training program, the DC Youth Tech program, and it is only focused on a combination of help desk training and professionalism to prepare you for the work environment.
Okay, all right. And how about you, Kevin? Detailed information about your work experience in the IT field.
Other than getting A+ certified, prior to this, I have my own record label. So I have been video editing, touching different softwares, editing things like that, such forth. And I also, around the house, like to fix around a lot of technical things that's problem with the house, such as computers and video games.
Okay, all right, great. Now, Kevin, tell me, why do you want to work here at the Department of Employment Services?
I would like to work here because I think that the information that I have and the way that I work is very useful in this environment. I think that I could gain a lot of experience from here, and the Department of Employment Services will be beneficial to have my work here.
Okay. All right, thank you. And what about you, Eugene? Eugene, why would you want to work here?
I feel like this place is a good fit for me. I feel like the company as a whole has a strong work ethic, and I feel that I am able to contribute to your team.
Okay. And speaking of teams, we definitely like to think of ourselves as a team, and we work together towards a common goal. So how do you feel about working in a team environment?
I feel that working in a team environment is excellent. You have the opportunity to bounce ideas off of one another and to collaborate on larger projects. Yet I also feel that having the opportunity to work on things on your own is also very useful. And while I do prefer to do so, I am very capable of working with teams.
Okay. And how about you, Kevin? How do you feel about working in a team environment?
I think I'm pretty great with teams. I've worked with people before. I consider myself a world-class citizen, so I think that people like to work great with me. I work great with others. Like colleagues here, Mr. Neal said that working with yourself is also good, but also working with other people, you also get a lot of other knowledge that you might not know.
Okay, all right, great. Kevin, let me ask you, what experience do you have with showing people how to work a new operating system?
Well, I remember one time my grandmother, she just recently got a new computer, and I helped set it up, and I had to show her different applications on her Windows. I believe it was Windows, or it was Gateway. She had Gateway operating system. So Gateway desktop operating system was Windows. I had to show her the different ways of how to set up the account, how to set different users up, and how to create passwords and things like that. So basic things about the operating system.
Okay, great. And what about you, Eugene? Experience with showing people how to operate a new operating system?
I have a fair bit of experience with that. My grandmother used to work for the district government, and her work computer, this was back in the day, it was running Windows 98. So when I built a new computer for her at home and set it up, it was a desktop running Windows XP. So I had to get her used to that and get her used to the new version of Word and all that good stuff. Later on, she wanted to purchase a laptop, and the laptop was running the Windows 7 operating system. So I had to migrate her old files and upgrade her Office suite stuff, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and make sure that she understood how the new things worked as well.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, Eugene, how would you, or have you ever worked in an environment where you dealt with confidential information?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where was that at?
That was at the Internal Revenue Service.
Okay, so what did you do in terms of confidential information? What was something you did?
It was mostly office paperwork and HR stuff.
Okay, and how about you, Kevin? Ever work with confidential information?
Yes, sir. I was an intern for a small family business, and they had other people's social security numbers and things like that. So I had to make copies of the information, and I think I would have to shred some of the information and couldn't disclose anything.
Okay, all right, great. Kevin, describe to me what a top-notch customer service experience with you would be like.
Top-notch customer service with me is just basically I ask what the customer wants, and I think I should be able to get what they want. What they request, I believe that I should get it in a timely fashion, get it done in a timely fashion, and also have a hospitality towards that customer should always be of great standards. So I think that talking to the customer with well English and conforming to their needs is excellent customer service.
Okay, all right, thank you. And Eugene, describe to me your top-notch customer service experience with you. What would that be like?
A top-notch customer service experience for me would first begin with listening to the customer. I have to listen to them to kind of get a feel of where they're coming from, and from there, I have to formulate in the back of my mind what it is that they actually want and figure out the proper way to provide that to them.
Okay, all right, thank you. And Eugene, tell me about a time when you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller. How did you handle the issue, and is there anything that you would have done differently?
The time that I had to deal with a hostile caller was when I was interning at the Internal Revenue Service. I received a call from an outside person looking to contact one of the attorneys, and I was unable to provide them with that contact information because it was not supposed to be disclosed to the public. So I tried to diffuse the situation. I tried to kind of tell them that I was trying to tell them I was doing everything I could, but there was really nothing I could do about it. They weren't very happy with that. I passed it on to my supervisor, and they took care of the situation.
Okay, all right, great. How about you, Kevin? Time when you had to deal with a hostile customer or caller. Again, how did you handle the issue, and is there anything you would have done differently?
Well, I don't think I dealt with a hostile customer. I think I was a customer that was being hostile to someone that was trying to serve me. And the best way that I try to defuse the situation was try to get them to understand what I wanted, and that the way that they were just talking to me was just inappropriate. And so I requested higher management and got the situation resolved. But on the other hand, if I had a problem or conflict with a customer, I would just simply tell them to calm down. I'm listening. I'm here to help you. Just tell me what's the problem, and I'm doing my best to solve it.
Okay. All right, thanks. All right. Next question is right there. So, how would you prioritize these three situations from most important to least important, and why? The CEO can't print a document. Second one is no one in the company can access the internet. And the third is the video conference equipment in the conference room is not working. So again, how would you prioritize that from the most important to the least important? And then tell me why. So we're going to start with you, Kevin.
I fairly think that these situations are. Yeah, I think these situations are fairly prioritized correctly because the CEO can't print a document. No. I think that the internet access is most important because if no one can access the internet, then no one can actually get their job done. So I think I would help them access the internet first, and then secondly, the CEO can't print a document. So if he can't access the internet, then he really can't print a document. So then I would have them help the CEO print a document, and then last, I know meetings happen throughout the day, so I would just have to work on the conference room last because if no one can access the internet, no one can get their job done. And then the CEO, I had to help him print a document.
Okay, all right, thank you. And Eugene, how would you prioritize these from most important to least, and why?
The lack of internet access is, of course, the most important due to the fact that it has a company-wide impact, and it will also lead to a very high call volume at the help desk, from the help desk perspective. So that's something that should be resolved immediately. The CEO printing the document is a VIP issue, yet at the same time, if the video conference equipment is not working, then that is something that should be resolved immediately. So if there is a conference trying to take place right now, I would do the conference first and then get to the CEO.
Okay, all right, excellent. Okay, well, those are the only questions I have for you guys. Do you have any questions for me? And we'll start with Eugene.
Well, first, I'm always looking to better myself. So could you critique my interview?
Well, not right now. I can definitely give you some feedback later, but
Okay.
not at this time. Yep. Any other questions?
How do you feel about the company as a whole?
I love it. We have approximately 500 employees, and everyone is really dedicated. We have some strong officers in here. We all work well together because we have to work well together. But just overall, the environment is great. I've been here for a number of years, so I really enjoy it.
From your perspective, how is the IT department?
The IT department is, I would say, excellent. One thing we're doing is we're hiring 2 people because we want to beef up our staff, just so we can keep up with the demands of the company. But I think we have definitely have some top-notch people working here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. And Kevin, questions?
Based on what I've said, are there any concerns why I may not be suitable for this position?
Again, that's something I won't answer right now, maybe later, but yeah, that's something I can't really get to at this moment. I appreciate it. Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, pleasure meeting you guys.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
All right.